This is Ali, welcome to my channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and if you press the bell icon you'll be notified when I next put a video out. In the comments below will be my email address. If you have any questions you'd like answered, please feel free to email me and I will do a video to answer your questions. Now, do you ever feel that sometimes people are just against you, and that you can start your day and you think everything's going to be okay, but then you meet a certain person and the way they react to you just puts you out of whack, and you just think, oh my God, where did that come from? How did, where has this come from? I've had such a good day. Why is this happening? Well, a lot of this is to do with what I've spoken about before, which is everyone is you pushed out. Now, everything that we feel about somebody, so if we think somebody is going to be off with us, we have already put that out. We have almost intended that without even meaning to. So if we feel that somebody will be nasty, and if we feel that somebody won't validate us, or will just not be as they should be towards us, then that person will be that way, because that is what we're putting out. So we need to be very mindful of what we expect from others. And we need to really turn our expectations into expecting them to be good, expecting them to be how we would be to them, and not expecting that they will be horrible to us. And this can go as well if you're getting into bad situations with people and bad relationships with people. And it can also be a lot to do with patterns that you've formed in your life growing up, and patterns that have been formed from your childhood. So we all take on different aspects of what we've been taught from our childhood, and we all have different blocks to do with things that, like I said before, we can have trouble manifesting something because we have a block from what we've seen as a child. And these patterns stay with us because they go into our subconscious, and we just keep doing these patterns again. It also comes, the ego, our own egos come involved with this, because the ego likes us to be safe. And if we suddenly step outside of what the ego sees as safe, it will automatically try and pull us back in, because it wants safety. It wants you to be where it wants you. And that will then make us go and follow the same patterns. So when we try and break a pattern, it isn't a nice feeling. It's a scary feeling, because we're totally out of what we're used to. But we have to learn to break these patterns within us, and then we will then start intending that people treat us differently, because we won't be expecting them to treat us badly. So when we've got a pattern that isn't a good pattern, that is, quite a manipulative pattern, and that we could, so we're thinking, yeah, we always attract bad people, we always attract liars, we always attract people that don't treat us as they should. That is a pattern that we have grown up feeling about ourselves. So that comes from within us. And this pattern is then pushed out. So everyone then that you do have any interaction with will fulfill this pattern that you've pushed out, because everyone is you pushed out. So you are pushing out that pattern to everybody else, and you're expecting them to be that person. So your pattern states that you always attract these people that don't serve you well and that don't treat you well. And so because you've got into that mindset of, this is what I am going to attract, that is exactly what you will attract, because you've put that out there, and you need to break that pattern. So the way we break that pattern is that when we do meet people that are in that bag of what we feel is not what we want, we have to say no. We have to find boundaries. So this will be boundaries that we've not been used to using, not been used to putting up. Instead of being that pushover that lets everybody do what they want and just goes along with it for the easy life, or, oh gosh, yeah, I really like this person, and then they start treating you badly, but you just put up with it. Instead of doing that, we have to get these boundaries in place and start to say no. And once we start getting these boundaries in place, we will see that from the inside, we will stop expecting people to treat us badly, because we know we have the boundaries to stop them. So when somebody does come in that we feel is not treating us correctly, we will stop them. They won't come in. We will stop them. We will put that boundary up. They will go. And then the other people that can then come into our lives can then be be the people that we want, because actually we've put that boundary up that no, we're not accepting that. No, we're not about this anymore. This is, you know, this is different. We are this person. And so what we put out, those people will then give back to us. And again, it goes into meditating and everything else, and really looking within and trying to figure out what in your childhood could have caused you to have to be this way and to have these feelings and these blocks. So you need to go, like I've said before, is to do a list of what you feel and what you can remember from childhood that could have put certain things into your existence. So I know with me, there's a few things from my childhood to do with my dad, and I know a lot of people could pinpoint a certain amount of things to one parent, and you need to just be aware of those. So actually, really have a good think about, you know, what was my childhood like? What were my blocks that could have come from that? And then really sort of, you know, write down what those blocks could have been and where they've come from, and then go into, right, you know, we're going to face these blocks. We're going to own these blocks now, and we're going to change them, and we're not going to do the same things that we have been doing for the rest of our lives, which has got to this point where we're still coming up against the same walls and still putting up with the same things from people. So we need to look into that, look into what has caused us to be how we are. Because again, everything is you pushed out. So if you're pushing out that you know, you feel insecure, or you feel that, you know, you're not treated right and people don't treat you right, you are attracting that exact thing. So you need to really, really work on yourselves and get yourself into that place of, you know, I am important. I am who I am worthy, and I feel validated. I don't need anybody else to validate me. I feel all that. And actually get everything from inside, and know that you can have everything you want from inside, but give it to yourself first internally. Let yourself feel first internally that yes, this is who you are, and you don't have to be different people to please other people. You can be exactly who you are, and then you will get a mirror of that in everyone you meet, in any relationships that you already have, and new relationships that you meet, you know, friends, family, anything. You will then start to get back from these people what you are putting out. So the worth that you're feeling for yourself, you will start to see that they get this, that they are understanding your worth, because you're portraying that, and we're all vibrational. So once you put that vibration out, that I am worthy and I am this, and this is me, and it doesn't matter, people will feel that, and you will stop attracting people that want to be horrible to you, or people that don't want to be at the same vibration as you. Those people won't be able to get near you because you won't be interested. Your blocks for them will be straight up. Your barriers will be up, and you'll be like, no. And you will find that then all these other people start being attracted to you because of what you are putting out there, because you're putting out the really good feelings, and you're putting out the really, really high vibrations, and they will all start to attract back to you the same, and they will treat you differently. And you can try this with people that you already know. You know, if there's somebody that, you know, it could be a family member that every time you see them they start to put you down, or they, you know, they just say things to you, they just, I don't know, it can be a bit catty or whatever. You can just try doing this. So really, really work on yourself, and, you know, and say, you know, I'm not this person anymore, and I'm not going to be treated like this by you. And you will find that once you start to actually know yourself and validate yourself, that they won't even try it. It will start to go. They won't push it. They won't push it at all, because it will just start to, the whole dynamics will change, because you have changed exactly what you were putting out there. So it's it all comes from within. Everything is from within. And like I've said before in other videos, everything we want to manifest in life, everything we've ever wanted in life, is because we want to feel better. That's the only reason we want anything, is because we know that having it, or we think that having it, will make us feel better. But in fact, the feeling of feeling better comes from within inside. It's about us. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It's got nothing to do with other people. It's got nothing to do with material objects. The way we feel good and the way we feel happy and validated is actually within ourselves. So we have to go within and do the work on ourselves first, and then we can then put it out, and then everything that we wanted, we start to attract into us, because we have done the work internally. So I hope that's helpful. And like I say, if you have any questions, please email me. Thank you very much. Bye.